What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today, very excited to kick off episode 23 of our Madden 26 Vegas Raiders franchise, better known as the beginning of year number 4. We got 4 games on the slate here today, and what I decided to do was, knowing that we are going into year 4, knowing where our roster's at, shout out everybody that tuned in to Offseason stream number 3. We were well over 400 people. Now we're in there chilling, trying to help us have the best offseason possible. I figured, do we really need the preseason? Do we really need the position battles that don't exist? Like, our team at 90 overall, like, we're good, right? Don't need to go through all that, and it's just a waste of an episode to do all preseason and then just, like, the first game of the regular season. I figured, like, let's just get through the preseason, and let's jump right in to kick off year number 4. So a look at where our team is at. We'll go from a depth chart standpoint here. If you didn't watch the offseason and somehow want to, I did do a condensed version of the offseason. I always timestamp my videos because I know my videos are a little bit on the long side. So I know, like, if I'm someone that's watching other YouTube videos that are really long, I like having stamps so I can kind of go to what I really, really want to see if I can't chill out for the whole time and watch it. But if you did miss the offseason, the big changes, well, we went out and got Anthony Richardson on a cut rate deal to come in and be our backup quarterback with the idea that potentially there could be room to make him like an offensive weapon. Anytime you have an athlete like this at your disposal, you feel like you're almost doing a misjustice if you can't find a way to get him on the field. I'm not going to rush or force that issue. I think ultimately if there is an issue with Kyle Clary, and that's as far as we're going to go because I don't want to jinx anything, Anthony Richardson should be a pretty fun backup quarterback. In the running back room, we added Jamichael Burns, who was an offensive weapon in the draft. He was listed as a wide receiver, but had a lot of running back skill sets with that 98 agility, 97 change of direction in particular. Obviously, his carrying's a little bit low, but we kind of decided during the stream that, like, yes, he's listed as a wide receiver, but we can't make him kind of like a true gadget player. The only way to do that is by making them a running back, because having him at running back also allows me to slide him in here at slot wide receiver. So that's kind of like the only way to kind of have him play both positions. But he is a wide receiver by trade, but he was only I think he was a 77 wide receiver that took a considerable jump up to an 82 running back. So that's going to be some interesting depth. But, you know, all things equal, we're going to be pretty optimistic that Jeanty and Mitchell are going to be our 1-2 punch this season. I will say I don't love that Jeanty already has some wear and tear going into week number 1. Obviously, Shermanator at fullback. Wide receiver room is how you know and love it. Dante Thornton Jr., wide receiver 1. J-Mo, wide receiver 2. Mitch Howard, big Mitch energy in the slot. We traded away Jack Betch as part of like a huge trade that we made. Jack Betch, Javon Dexter, ended up shipping out for picks, valuable picks. So, I mean, Jack Betch was very valuable depth. If one of our wide receivers does go down to injury, in hindsight, we might be a little frustrated with a Jack Betch trade, but we do have depth here. Levi Norman. We got Mac Burris, who is a dev trait UDFA. And then, of course, if we have to, Deion Winters can play a little bit of wide receiver. There's not a team in the league that has a better tight end room than the Vegas Raiders. Our offensive line, I love our offensive line. We went into this offseason wanting to add depth at the offensive line. Colton Miller, 2 years ago, was Offensive Lineman of the Year. We went out and got Sheldon Cochran, 72. We got Falk, first-round pick from a year ago. We got Gilmore, 74, with a dev trait. JPJ at center, we have Silva, 73 dev trait, and Herrera, 71 with a dev trait. Silva was a rookie that was quite the hit by us in the draft. Caleb Rogers at right guard. Gilmore can kind of, pull double duty there as our guard depth. We have Charles Grant at right tackle. And then we got in free agency, Jonathan Estes, who's a 68, also has a star dev trait. Was one of those players I was like, man, 82 strength is pretty low for a tackle. But hopefully he makes up for it in other areas if he has to see time. Because something that I don't always show in my videos because it's, they kind of come in and kind of come out. But Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant, it almost feels like every game they are leaving the game due to injury. So I think it's important to have depth at guard and at tackle. And that was something that we absolutely found in the offseason stream. Pass rush, we got Mad Max Ojolari. I got a dev trait late round pick here right now. 67 with a star dev, so like that could be a fun developmental option, but it's Maxx Crosby's position. Same with Derek Hall, who actually has some terrible wear and tear coming out of the preseason with Alex Hunt there on the other side. D-tackle is where it looks a little bit different, where we had Javon Dexter a year ago. We now need Cade Bowden, The X Factor UDFA from a year ago, he's got to step up. We got Contreras, a 74 dev trait D tackle, who also kind of followed along the blueprint of getting a nose tackle cheese. He's got to step up. I love our depth at defensive tackle, but we need someone else outside of Bryce Kirkland to step up, and I want to be cautiously optimistic that Bowden can be that guy. Sam linebacker, we have Enrique Guerrero, and we also drafted Mark Hardy, a dev trait linebacker from Michigan late as a developmental option. Middle linebacker, we're going to go with Seth Thigpen, our first-round pick. We did not have a first-round pick. We decided to trade back up into the first round, late first round, to get what we thought was the best linebacker in the class. And Thigpen is an absolute demon. 78 overall with a dev trait. He's going to start at Mike, and we're going to go with Pierman at the will position. Linebacker was our biggest position need going into the offseason. Across the board, we just had to get faster, man. There were so many times, especially late last year, that it just felt like our linebackers ran out of gas. They couldn't cover sideline to sideline, and I think Thigpen is going to be an absolute game changer for us. Now, the secondary and who's playing safety could be fluid. It's going to be something that I think we're going to continually take feedback throughout this series, because during the stream, there was more than enough suggestions that we should move Dontrell Levy to safety because of his lack of speed. And I think that is true, but we all kind of agreed that, like, he's one of the best. He has 99 man coverage, 94 press. And it does feel like a lot of times that will compensate for his lack of speed. Like, I could count on one hand the amount of times that it felt like Levy got beat for speed. Unfortunately, one of the times was in that AFC championship game against Buffalo last season, where it was like, man, he's just not fast enough. So what we did do is we went out and made that big trade. We got Raekwon Sweeney from the Cleveland Browns. That is where we sent them Jack Betch. We sent them Javon Dexter. We sent them Reed Blankenship and some picks. And we got Raekwon Sweeney, who, if we go back, and I look back at it, man, our very first draft, year one, Raekwon Sweeney, if we didn't make the big trade up to get Kyle Clare at quarterback, he was the guy we were mocked to get. He was the guy that we were interested in getting. We had him scouted. We finally find a way to get him back. But at 5'11", 185, he's not like super an outside guy, but he does have great speed, 95 speed. He's probably gonna, he's gonna start this. We're gonna go with these guys as our starting three at corner. We have Nails and Kitchens as well, but my plan is for Nails. This was kind of like the first consensus agreement of what we should do for our secondary this year, was to take Nails and move him to safety. He has a lot of like zone tendencies. As you can see, we have 84 zone coverage. We also got Tyke Smith in free agency. It was like our lone free agency signing. They're both 81. I think there's just versatility there. I think if Nails is on the field, a lot of times we have three safeties on the field as well. How many times did we see Isaiah Simmons make plays? Isaiah Simmons had like 2-3 picks. Felt like almost every year he was here. He was our third safety. So there is going to be a time and a place that Tyke Smith is going to get on the field, but both these guys are faster. We have got faster in the secondary by kind of moving all these pieces around, and we still have the veteran Jeremy Chin, as well as Paulie, who was our second-round pick, 75 with a dev trait. Other than that, I mean, Hawkinson, our kicker, punter situation remains the exact same. Kick returner, punt returner. Kitchens made the Pro Bowl as a rookie, as a return man, so we're going to have them both out there for kicks and punts. Third down running back, we'll go Jeanty. We got Gadget Jeanty. We got power back Jeanty. We got slot wide receiver Big Mitch Energy. Defensive ends are as expected. Derek Hall, Maxx Crosby, Kirkland, and Bowden at defensive tackle. And sub linebacker, we're going to go Thigpen and Pierman for the time being. Could go Jeremy Chin, right? Like, he is faster, has a little bit more juice, has a little bit more agility as well. Like, that would be something that we could potentially change. And then maybe, get Tyke Smith on the field a little bit more as a starter. We're going to go with Sweeney in the slot. But overall, big picture, we had to get faster as a team. We got faster as a team. So we kick off the season here against the San Francisco 49ers, who actually, maybe surprisingly, have an advantage of us over the defensive side of the ball. They're an 87 rated defense. We're only 85. Don't really know, what either team's going to bring to the table right now, but it's a home game to kick off the year. It's to kick off a revenge tour. It's to kick off a team that is so motivated to get back to the AFC Championship game, and this time around, make it to a Super Bowl. Now, just because I'm always self-conscious about certain things about certain players, I'm just going to leave this screenshot in here, and we're not going to talk about it until it happens, but I'm going to leave it in here just because, just to be sure. Now, here we go. Season opener at home, Allegiant Stadium. And it is always so refreshing to look at Allegiant Stadium and you see it packed with Raider fans and not opposing teams fans. Not getting taken over by that's something that we're proud about here for Vegas, because I know that this is a team that doesn't really have a home field advantage, a home identity, and the fact that we're about to take this team to the retirement home. This is an old team. CMC, Bosa, Kittle, Warner, all these guys are in their late 30s. This is a team whose window is shut, and we have got to be the gravedigger on their final. Like, just let them know right away that we are the measuring stick of whether or not you can co-compete for a title. And let's show this old-ass team that they do not stand a chance. Opening kickoff, go to the rookie Burns. Now, Kyle Clary, quarterback, played well enough last season, got a superstar X-Factor upgrade, and we spent almost an hour going through all of our players that have superstar and X-Factor abilities, all you guys that play MUT and know what the overpowered abilities are. I'm going to be honest, we went through and did that. All of our players have been kind of min-maxed, if you will, to have the best abilities. Like, we went out and made Ashton Jeanty like a straight-up power back, and I bet you that right there is one of Grant or Rogers that always get freaking hurt. And this one here on the first play of the game. But Kyle Clary, Brock Bowers, Dante Thornton, Ashton Jeanty, everybody on defense, they have been min-maxed by the chat so that we are going to be truly unstoppable. Because there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no one, I don't think, out there right now that wants to watch us struggle this year, that wants to watch us have, you know, a little bit of adversity this year. I think the expectation for myself and the expectations for you guys as a viewer is that this Raiders team needs to be good again. We got to get back to the dance. We got to get back into the playoffs. And, yeah, I mean, let's just start running it up on guys. And also very happy that we are able to kick off year number 4 still on the old set of sliders. There's been no title updates. I think we're probably pretty close to getting one. We've yet to get October's update. Oh, that's a bad drop. So that's kind of good. Like, everything should still feel kind of familiar. And we got a 35 on the 36-yard line. Could be 4-down territory, potentially. But, oh, another thing I did do, though, house rules. I went, before we had a 3-play call limit. Like, not a cooldown. I could only run the same play 3 times. I moved that down to 2 just because, you know, I love to just, oh my God, man. Fred Warner's throwing hit sticks, and it's not doing a damn thing. He's just bouncing off Jeanty. But, like, you know, we like our meshes. We like some of our runs when they get called. But I feel like with knocking it down to 2 makes it a little bit more reasonable, a little bit more challenging. 3rd and 2. I think we send Mr. Thornton deep here. No safety over top. I think he can win. Actually, that's a lie. He cannot win. Oh, my God, and Kyle Clay. Like, every time we feel like we got to take off. Who's that? Is that the other? It's Rogers. I'm telling you. I do, like, I cut it because they do come in on the lineup. It's never been, like, a long-term injury. Every game, the right-hand side of our offensive line gets hurt. We'll take the points. I mean, let's see it. We got faster on defense, and this is a slow, old 49er offense. You like to see these guys make plays. Look at that, right in the backfield. It is Contreras, the rookie, finding a way to get out there. I love that. 3rd and 8. We know it's going to be a pass play here. We're going to go Pierman, and we're not going to blitz. We're going to try and drop back into coverage here a little bit. There we go. Nice little PBU on the outside. Good start. 3 and out. Didn't see a whole lot of those down the stretch last season. You can go for it on 4th down, I think, but getting a look like this is a look that we certainly love to see. Welcome back. Raiders franchise, year number 4. Let's do it. Who else? Season opener. To let them know, remind everybody that last game you saw against Buffalo is not a true reflection of how good this Raiders team is. They're just flexing your muscles a little bit on the Dante Thornton press man beater. Look at that. Oh, we can't have Brock Purdy running through 3 tackles there, boys. That needs to be a sack every day of the week, because that went from, that should have been like 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 1. Let's get Thigpen right up here. You know, he's Got us. Fuck! He was going to go over the sneak, and we're so good at stopping the sneak. Come on, Cade. X Factor my ass. He challenged him about it after the penalty. Redeems himself with a big sack, bringing up 4th and 11. And they might go. Oh, they're going to punt. I was going to say, they could go for this. Cowardly punt. They're terrified. They are terrified the way this Raider team is flying around right now. On short yard, should be, you know, running out of the eye, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, and there's last year's defense all in one fucking play. I mean, that's our own fault. We should have got off the field. I want the Niners to get the ball back and have a chance for a 2-for-1. They get the ball to start the second half. But we're also, like, using a lot of our mesh calls. And there we go. There's the revolving door on the right-hand side of the offensive line. Down again, of course. But hey, we played for this. Linebacker was our biggest need. Getting faster was probably our secondary need. But we absolutely prioritized offensive line depth because we are so sick and tired of said revolving door. And there we go to Brock Bowers. First big catch of the day. First and goal on the 4. Dude, my God, dude. Fred Warner's on one. He heard us call him old. See if we can throw this. Still got Kyle Clare in his X Factor. There probably goes down his X Factor. I think that was our second incompletion. 3rd and goal. I mean, credit where credit's due, man. This Niners defense has been annoying. We'll send Mitch in motion. Oh! I think we gotta go for this. I might have to veto my coach. Yes, coach! All I need to see is let me go for it. C4 special. Exactly the time we needed to dial it up. Wish we chewed up a little bit more clock. But that touchdown and leaving this with 7. Look at that block by the fullback. Just bumped him out enough that Jeanty could take the edge and get that in for 6. I mean, pretty bad tackle. He probably could have made a play there. Oh my God, man, we can't. Like there's been like 2 or 3 times. It's like we're allergic getting a sack on Brock Purdy. This could be a quick 3 and out, potentially. How we handle this. Let's go. Jeremy Chin! Woo! We got time, too. Minute 4. No, let's just get our points. There we go. Hey, that's a great way to end it. We thought we were worried. Can't let San Francisco get a 2-for-1. We end up getting 2 before they get another chance to start the second half. That great tackle. Pierman in space against Chris. What? I call shenanigans on this. Going on? Roughing the passer. What do we got here? What? Seen that in all my Maddens. Roughing the passer on literally, like, there's nothing. Like, isn't it a game? Like, doesn't it know 100% when a penalty's being committed? Like, just give them the fucking points then if you're gonna cheat. I don't fault my defense on that drive. That's garbage. Not gonna lie, though, we're kind of running low on the mesh calls that we can run with the 2-play call limit. Third and 6 on the 13. I'm looking at you, Mitch. Maybe potentially if we can get back to Brock Bowers at the sticks. No, Mitch all day. So, Mitch kind of guy, man. He got swagger. I like him to go talk shit to the refs. That's one where you, like, sarcastically give the ball to the ref after scoring that touchdown. But a huge drive. As, you know, it's a 2-on-1 handicap match here. And we got to do everything in our power every time we get the ball offensively to put it in the end zone. Now we're going to go for 2. I'm thinking Brock Bowers here. Thinking right. Give me that. Oh, let's go, Darian Porter. Fuck yeah, second pick of the day. Oh, that was, I mean, we read that one like a book. Flex on him, boys. You earned it. Right in those refs' face. 3rd and 3. Don't want to stall it off the turnover. Do you see what I see? I mean, I had to. As soon as I saw that roughing the passer, it became show no mercy. Captain Insano time. No, trying to play, you know, trying to keep it competitive. No. Slam dunk. Shack attack every time you give me something. Because I've never seen the refs cheat like this. Right there. Throw in that ref's face. There we go. Eat that one alive. Is that Bowden again with his second sack? Dude, the X Factor is putting it together in his second year. That's PBU turnover up, man. I am so impressed with this defense. There you go. We needed to start Belt to Ash to kind of cue up this revenge tour. And I think I speak for everybody that witnessed that. Our defense, if they can play like that, not every week. It's not going to happen every week. But they can play like that 75% this year. Boy, oh boy, we are going to be that much better because the offense was just a humming. Take a look at the player stats. Kyle Clary, 76% complete percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. And on the other side, man, we had Brock Purdy in hell. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 62% completion percentage. So again, I have a slider video. If you guys are playing all Madden, you're sick and tired of the robo quarterbacks. I'm not really good at this game, and I can kind of, you know, on all Madden get them to play like that. But we do have a very good defense, obviously. We have 97 yards by Jeanty, 52 for Keaton Mitchell. Good 1-2 punch there as always. Dante Thornton Jr. starts the season off hot, which we love to see. Mitch with a touchdown there as well. Bowers was involved defensively. I mean, Cade Bowden, the X Factor UDFA from a year ago. 3 TFLs, 2 sacks. We got 2 TFLs from Maxx Crosby, 2 TFLs from the rookie, Nick Contreras. Porter there with a TFL and a pick. Jeremy Chin with a TFL and a pick. And we had PBUs. But like every one of those PBUs came on like a 3rd down to get off the field. An outstanding game, both sides. And on that game, we do have a player of the week. Offensive going to Kyle Clary. Deserved it. Week 2, I'm not going to say it's an instant win. All these teams are different. But that's 83 is probably one of the lower teams. I think Tennessee's still trying to figure it out. Shout out to them for getting a win in week number 1. But I'm not looking big picture at our schedule here, and circling Tennessee is a tough one. This needs to be 2-0. After practice, a very good week of training as all those guys up and down the board. That's sick that they got an upgrade this early. Then what I'm going to do for Levy, instead of just because he has that 99 man, I'm going to start to upgrade the slot just because that's where you can get tackle and pursuit, just in case we ever decide to maybe move his position around. Cover all the bases. But also likely to be known, at least after one game, look at our defensive rankings. That is a lot of green. They said it could never be done. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I hit play game. Whoa! Okay, what's happened here? We're going to take it over here. What do we got? I just saw we had Whoa. Okay. We got Kyle Clary with a touchdown. to Thornton, 47 yards. We got a sack by Kirkland and a pick by the rookie Thigpen. All right, my apologies. We're going to keep it going. Second four. I love this play for Howard. For whatever reason, man, we can usually get him lined up on a linebacker. Look at that. He just, yeah, that is such a cheat. That might be our best play. Pick, man. That's a little bit of a bummer that Thigpen got his first career pick, our first round pick, rookie linebacker, and it wasn't us, but oh, we were in the position there too. And there's Levy getting picked on with his lack of speed. All right, credit where credit's due, man. We did not see a drive like this from the Niners, I don't think, at any point. So Cam Ward is operating here. Speaking of the Titans, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, YouTube broke. Oh, no. That's terrible. YouTube broke, and I uploaded, right while it was broken, our first Madden 26 realistic rebuild of the Tennessee Titans. Go check it out. I was just, I mean, Jeremy Chin needed to have that guy. You know, let's do it again. This time with Mitchell. To the other side. Jeff Simmons right in his grill. Oh, you gotta put your foot in the dirt there and get those yardage. All right, Shermanator time. 3rd and 1. Big 3-5. 2 years in the league. 2 times he's been a Pro Bowler. He's an absolute weapon. Hey, he's calling it, not me. C4 special. Jeanty. Oh, that is terrible. If they don't find a way through, this is touchdown city. So overpowered. But it's my thing. There we go. Nice little sack. Is that Contreras again, dude? Bryce Kirkland's holding his ground, and Contreras has been easily the most impressive from our rookie class. He's got, what, 2 TFLs, 3 TFLs. He's got a sack now. But, gotta, you know, I don't want to reference the fact that we did, not needlessly, but we weren't cut up and hurt up about it, that we traded, oh, god damn it, Javon Dexter. And that Kirkland injury is significant. I mean, we traded probably the best D-tackle depth. Go. Derek Hall getting home. Injury timeout on the play. I don't know who that is. Is it Cam Ward? It is! Okay. I mean, I don't want to get excited about that, but what a game-changing play potentially by Derek Hall. Quad strain for Bryce Kirkland. Uh-oh. That sounds like a couple weeks. It's not a tear, at least. Hey, that means Contreras, who's, I literally was just saying, might be our most impressive rookie. He's got to step up with Bowden in the interior now. And what the fuck was that play? Holy shit. I didn't like the look of that anyways. Oh, baby. It's the move. Let's take nails. Let's move him to safety. Second game, gets a pick. Absolute hawk. Second pick of the half, forced by this defense. J-Mo. He'll take a field goal here. And off the pick. You always want points off picks. And a 54-yarder is up. And good. Ted, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. They got JT Latham here on the the right tackle, sorry. Very good players, having a great day shutting down Maxx Crosby. But that means it's been free reign for Derek Hall on the other side. Another sack, and we get off the field. Wow, no. Come on. Really? Roger McCreary gets a forced fumble on. And you're celebrating like that? You guys have been dog shit. Oh my god. Contreras, the rookie, stepping up for the injured Kirkland. 3rd round, 4th round pick, somewhere in that range. Wasn't even our first pick at getting like that nose tackle cheese. Second sack of the day. What have we found? Got him. What a ball. You know, it just is what it is, man. This is a Super Bowl contender against a bottom feeder. On the road or not, we need to let them know where they stand in the food chain. Stun on him. Yes, I mean, the next few games are going to be pretty tough. So let's have fun with this one. 4th and 12. Can we get another sack? Another turnover on the stat sheet. And we'll just get a second pick for Nails. Perfect timing, user pick. Who's been in the lab? Who's figured it out? Who's sick and tired of our defense fucking costing us wins? Me! Sorry, if they stop us here, I'll wave the white flag and kick the points. Nope. Sometimes you just need to run the score up and let your fullback get in the end zone. Because usually you get one fullback touchdown. That, like, you know, we locked up another Pro Bowl for him in week number 2. Look at that. He's a dog. And as always, because there's always like one or two guys like, oh, he switched to the rookie again. Shame. Great shame on you, sir. Here we go, Derek Hall again, hat trick. Jesus, man. I'm starting to feel bad for Cam Ward. Look, Contreras, the rookie's doing push-ups on the football. I didn't even think 2 weeks into the year we would have far and away the best defense. That was our defense. Our defense set things up. We gassed out the Titans. Cam Ward, seen ghosts. Helps Kyle Clary, was like in his X factor for most of the game, just piecing up a bad Titans team. But this is where I need to be. You don't want this every week, because when it's every week, it doesn't feel as unique and special. But when it is one of the best teams versus one of the worst teams, when we can flex our muscle like that, I mean, Kyle Clary was perfect. 88%, 4 touchdowns, no picks. We did pull Jeanty after the fumble, not because of the fumble, but because he did enter the season with some wear and tear. And when the game got out of hand, I was like, all right, let's let Keaton Mitchell get some more carries. I think that's something we need to do a better job of, because it's very fair to say through the first 3 seasons with Ashton Jeanty, he has slowed down late in the year. And if we could find a little bit more balance to keep him a little bit more fresher come December in playoff time, I think that would be valuable. Our passing game was just like, just taking what they gave us. A couple shot plays to Thornton were the obvious plays. Brock Bowers was very efficient as well. Mitch Howard with 2 receiving touchdowns. But the defense, man, 3.5 sacks for Derek Hall, 2 for Contreras, the rookie, 1 for Tyke Smith, 1 for Bryce Kirkland before he left with injury, half sack for Dontrell Levy, 2 picks for Nathan Nails in his new safety position. Thigpen, the rookie, obviously we didn't get that one. We were taking a Pat Phoenix piss break. But the rookie, first-round pick with a turnover, also very happy to see. And, hell yeah, man. This is dreaming of this. It is Kyle Clary for back-to-back weeks getting Offensive Player of the Week. I think with 3.5 sacks, Derek Hall got robbed for Defensive Player of the Week, but we won't be greedy. Off of practice, off of that game, Kyle Clary and Seth Thigpen, both with upgrades for Thigpen. We might as well work on his pass coverage a little bit. I don't know if we have his dev trait unveiled. Some of you may have picked up on that. No, we still got to wait a little bit. And for Clary, I want to see this just where he's ranked overall as quarterbacks in the league. Now a 94 overall. Nice little +5 throw on the run certainly helps. He is just outside a top 5 quarterback in the NFL from a rating standpoint. But going into week 3, here's a challenge, man. Primetime football. I mean, the Niners aren't bad, but they're old and slow. We should have won that one. Titans are terrible. But to finish out the episode, week 3 against Denver, a team that's usually always played us tough. Week 4 against the Texans, who are also a very good team. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, hold a lot of weight for our first 2 game performances. I really think to see, are we actually this good? Are we actually this efficient offensively? Are we actually good defensively? We're going to find that out over these next 2 weeks, because for whatever reason, man, Bo Nix has almost always had a really good game against us. Every time we play him, twice a year, he's popping off. All right, first 2 games were expected wins. This is going to be our biggest test this episode on the road against a very annoying, seemingly Bo Nix plays lights out every time we play them Denver Broncos team. There is a PBU on the outside by DeAndre Levy. Defense gets off the field. Great job to try to take this crowd out of it on the opening drive. We got a problem. That is 2 straight fumbles in games by Ashton Jeanty. That one there was terrible. Like right after the handoff. I think honestly what it is like when I get in the backfield, I'm hitting A, I'm holding A, and it's like causing us like not to, I'm not saying we need to lock on here. But what I am saying is that is an outstanding job by the defense. Oh, they're going to go for it. Hey, bring it. I'm telling you, man. Broncos, they always bring it. Should have known they weren't going to settle. Turnover. Jump up. Yeah, you know. Are we really going to be trying to test the 6'5", 99-man cover corner? Really? That's what we're doing? Corner of the end zone, jump ball. You want a jump ball against the only DB you shouldn't be throwing a fucking jump ball against in the league? Look at that by Bo Nix. He just, who's that, Cortland Sutton? Oh, had him. We had half a steamboat. I think we got like 20, 30 yards. Oh, my. Let's go, sweetie. Oh, I appreciate the effort, but that just can't happen. Fucking 95-yard touchdown pass to the tight end. Who blew the coverage there? Oh, that's a great angle, yep. Looked like our corners. Like, it looked like 2 corners were, like, hugging each other in the middle of the field. That probably had a part to do with it. Be methodical. We don't have to always just rely on the Thornton shot play, which has been so efficient this year. Let's get Mitch at the sticks. Oh! Good run. Let's see if we can get this to Jeanty, man. Get that confidence back up. Get rid of the, lost thought, not a fumble. You help cap off a drive with a touchdown. It's almost like when you're watching the Super Sim, where it just gets into like nothing happens, they score, and then we can finally score. Floodgates maybe are opening here. Oh, and he hits the worm! Scotty too hotty. Where's Rikishi at? All right, we got Kirkland in the middle's X Factor enabled. Heat up. Kind of better not break here. We'll go blitz, dial it up. See if we can get a sack. Statement. Oh my God. A laser. Oh, we're going to house it. I don't know. What a drive. What a mistake by Bo Nix. Throws just a laser beam. I don't even think his receiver's out of his route yet. Didn't even get turned around. Just rifles. Oh, yeah. Let's go, man. Best secondary in the NFL. There we go, Max. First sack of the year. This Broncos offense got to figure it out quick, or this is going to get ugly. We got him in a 3rd and a mile. This is where, and again, we want to see progress. Natural progression in this defense. We've historically given 3rd and a mile up a lot, and then right on kill. Come on, Porter. Again. I'll take a PBU. Oh, no. Come on. At least gotta make him earn it. Come on. Throw another pick. Throw just something that's so fast and at such a fast. Look at that by Jeremy Chin. He saw the chats during the stream saying trade Jeremy Chin. And he saw me defend and say, you know what? We got to keep him. Just got a superstar dev. Playmaker. 3rd and goal. And we bend, not break. Womp, 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 womp. There we go. Get a little screen game going here. We got to get some offense. Because of the pick 6, just no real time to get into rhythm offensively. We've had like one drive pretty much. Let's get aggressive. What do we got here? What do you got that matchup with Brock Bowers? You got Hufanga on him? I'll take that match every day of the week. That is Pat Surtain saving a touchdown. God, dude. C4 special time? Do we go for it? We did adopt last season house rules, which I think we only veto when we absolutely have to. Now, when coach doesn't want to go for it on 4th down in the red zone, we go, okay, we'll take the points. Cut it, undercut it. Sweet turn around! That should have been a pick. Just runs with this man. If he turned his head around, I think that's toe tap, sideline grab. There we go. Meeting at the quarterback. Splitting the sack. Derek Hall and Maxx Crosby. At least making this like kind of a challenging field goal if they don't go forward. PBU. Very nice by Sweeney. And then we'll go cover 1 contain. We'll have the spy on Bo Nix. We're going to try to get at her with Mad Max. Get him out of field goal range. Give me that. That's mine. Oh! And they're going to punt it. Come on, press. This is oh, we want best on best. Surtain, Dante Thornton. No help. Psych. We'll go Brock Bowers. We'll concede on that one. We'll take the free yards. 3rd and 7. Got Thornton. At least it looks like we don't have, for maybe the first time all game, Pat Surtain on Dante Thornton. Insta-sack, man. So quickly for Zach Allen to get pressure. Punt. Get out of here, man. PBU. Nails. Give me the ball back. Man. They might have the best defense we'll see all year. Okay, we got Thornton on a slant here against Pat Surtain. J-Mo going deep. Got him. Celebrate. Right in his face. Let him know you're better. Screen off here. Your blocks, baby. Maybe we could have chewed up more clock. But with how our defense is playing, I think they'll be able to seal the deal. That is a great drive. Gotta have it. Set up by the huge completion. Dante Thornton with Pat Surtain in coverage. Credits due for how our first 2 games of the year went. It always felt like we're just going to railroad everybody. And on the road, credit to the Broncos. We had like 100 yards of offense for most of that game. Luckily, figured it out on one good drive. Played great defense for the most part. I think we could have had a lot more turnovers if we were a little bit more clinical. But ultimately, forced 2 picks on Bo Nix. We played a clean game from Kyle Clare. That's likely the difference maker here on the road. We got Ashton Jeanty going, but a lot of those yards kind of came on like that last little drive I had, kind of killing it off at the very end. We got about probably 30 of those yards on that drive. 90 yards for Brock Bowers. Keaton Mitchell with the screen pass, but they held all of our passing game in check defensively. Sack and a half Derek Hall, sack and a half Maxx Crosby, opening up his account this year. Look at the TFLs. We got the picks there by Levy and Porter. And I think Porter should have had, honestly, 2 picks. And Sweeney definitely had a real bad missed opportunity there as well. So we finish up the episode at home against the 2-1 Houston Texans, who also have a pretty damn good defense. 88 overall. They also have a top 5 rushing offense. It'll be tricky. It definitely won't be an easy game, but I'm feeling confident with how our defense is playing and how efficient our offense is playing. We will end this episode undefeated. Whoa, wait a minute. CJ Stroud out? They have a different quarterback? Wow. CJ Stroud's benched, and they're going with the rookie Taj Polk. Okay. Okay. Houston. Oh my God, what a run. By Joe Mixon. Still has some left in the tank. Oh, yeah, good. Not fooling Maxx Crosby with that. Oh, no, dude. Who's that injury on? Is it the quarterback? Are we going to see CJ Stroud anyways? Dude, he's on. Oh, my God. CJ Stroud back in the game as a backup this time. Quarterback controversy in Houston. Maxx Crosby with a sack. 3rd and 8. Oh, my God. It's up in the air. Jump on it. Let's go, Pyramid. 2 sacks back-to-back by Mad Max. And what a horrific start on the road for the Houston Texans. Oh. I think we go for it, man. It's a free drive. We stole a drive away. Let's not just be happy with 3. Come on. All right, our coach is kind of coward right now, but we'll take it. No, I'll go Maxx Crosby out wide in coverage. Bring it on. Let's go. You can't do that, dude. 100%. There's just something coded that's what they had to do. Same exact sliders that we gave up 50. Same exact that we haven't changed. Probably need to change them at some point. That's easy, dude. You can't do that. Shout out Mad Max, man. The best in the game. Does it all. Oh my God, dude. That's sick. That's sick, funny, and everything in between. Let's get a replay. Oh. I get it though. Like, you just in your brain. I've done that. I'm probably, how many times last year were our picks that we were throwing to defensive line, like pass rushers and shit? Because I'm just like, fuck it, my guy will make a play. Not when you got Maxx Crosby out there. Play action. The coach is adamant. We've seen play action multiple times on this play call. Maybe this will work. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Big Brock. Followed up with a screen pass. Let's see how this Texans team can handle the greatest hits of this Raiders squad, and it's not going so well. There we go. Get it in the eye. With our defenses playing, 10 points might be enough for us to win. Third and 1. Maybe give it off to the Shermanator here. Get his confidence going. God damn it. Oh, Jackson Powers Johnson with an injury there. 4th and 2. We're going to go for... Stop settling! That's the only reason why the Texans are in this game. All can agree. That's a reasonable house rule. Because obviously there's, even with my sliders, there's only so much you can fix on all Madden. So, it is an issue. High scoring games, not a lot of defense being played. It seems reasonable because they go for it sometimes. I don't necessarily know what the deciding factor is for our coach to sometimes be really aggressive and go for it, and other times, like right there, I'm shocked we didn't want to go for it. But there is enough variance. They do go for it sometimes. They take the point sometimes. That I think that is a reasonable house rule to have right now. But fuck, man, we should be up 10. Like, if we somehow lose this game, like, that's going to be the reason why. It's like, oh, we just settle for field goals all the time. But with Maxx Crosby being unstoppable, I think we're going to pitch a shutout defensively. Brock. I mean, you know, I hate to say it. I hate to talk about the elephant in the room. We are trending on super team status. Like, our team is so good. We do not have a weakness. That one sucked though. Loss of 5. 3rd and 8. We got Mitch in the slot. One of our favorite plays to go to him. Probably could have went to Thornton there quicker. And we have to settle again. How many drives that we are going to stall out? There's the first round pick. Thigpen with a sack. And I hate to say it if you're a Texan fan that's been enjoying and watching the series, but 4 years in, your team still hasn't addressed the offensive line. You've just decided, oh, it's a CJ Stroud issue. Clearly, it's not the fact that we have horrific players on our offensive line. And Thigpen is an absolute machine. Like, he's like the face of our defense being elite right now. Oh, no. Oh, there's our, yeah, third. What was that? 3rd and 30? All right, they're figuring it out a little bit of a rhythm. Got to get our pass rush going. I think it might be stunt city here soon. Don't want to change necessarily what's been working. Obviously, a lot of pressure so far. Get out of here. False start. Oh my God, dude. Just a meeting at 5 sacks and counting here in the first half. And at this rate, we're pushing them out of field goal range. But the last time it was, oh, what are we doing here, Kirkland? 3rd and a mile. They got the conversion. Get out of here. Nice PBU. Bend, don't break. Oh my God, dude. I mean, flip side of that is like our offense is not doing a whole lot better. And in hindsight, I really wish we were a lot more aggressive when we got into scoring territory than just taking the field goals. 3rd and 19. This could be something nice here for Thornton if we get enough time. We'll put Jeanty in pass pro. Let's see if we can get him outside the numbers here. Ah. Good coverage. Kamari Lassiter. Slants. Got to find something to get this offense in a rhythm. Back-to-back weeks, it's not been good enough. Maybe slants to Dante Thornton is what we need. Ooh, J-Mo. J-Mo against Stingley. I like the speed. Love the speed. Let's go, J-Mo. With how the defense is playing, that could be the dagger. Hell of a matchup to win. You know, last week did feel like, generally speaking, Pat Surtain got the better of Dante Thornton. This week we got Stingley not shadowing our top player. He's going against Jameson Williams. But sometimes you can't cover speed. I think that's our first passing touchdown of Jameson Williams, so he's not had a hot start through 4 weeks. Got to get him going. We're going to go for 2 here to make it a 14-point lead. Maybe just get this to Jeanty. Throw it up to Thornton, who catches it and brings it in. Oh, my God. Maxx Crosby, 4th sack of the game. Yeah, just emote on him. Oh, we're clip farming. I feel bad. Look, they're switching quarterbacks again. This is unbelievable. That should have been a pick. And this Raiders defense, the league is terrified because they know if we get our offense rolling, maybe our offense isn't exactly where it needs to be, but they know if we get our offense rolling, we probably are the best offense in the league. And if we got a defense that can match that, we're going to be very tough to beat. But that was dog shit. Now, I don't know if this is going to stand. This is, when it rains, it pours, I suppose. Fumble forced. It happened so fast. I mean, maybe Jaden Higgins. I mean, that looked like a football move. Looked like he had it, was kind of fighting there. Pearman in coverage. Will that stand? Or will there be a challenge? Oh, booth review. It's going to be close. And the ball goes back with the Texans. At least I would say generally the vibes in this episode, the reffing has gone against us pretty much any time it could have. Joe Mixon punches that one in. The Texans have life. Because there's plays like that where like, yeah, okay, whatever. Not the worst thing happened. I hate giving up, like, clearly on me, sacks on my O-line. Oh, look at that, though. Free separation. Natural pick play. And Jameson Williams is over 100 yards. There we go. Winters is coming. Just gets enough of a run there. We got first and goal at the 3. We will try a throw here first. Right there, man. Told you, it's got to be a Jameson Williams game. Got to get him going. What a drive. That's separation. Easy. Oh, my God. So good. Our players are so good. All right, 3rd and 5. We got a slant at the top, Thornton. Oh, my God. Okay, let's make sure that looks like an ultimate. They're going to try to bait us into a pick. Like, oh, look how obvious that slant is. Yeah, I didn't love that play. Don't love how much our quarterback's taking it, but we chewed up some clock, and we get to put 3 more on the board. That shows some pride here. Don't let him in. Nothing easy. Take Baylor, that fights off the screen. Huge play by the rookie. Got that pick last week that we were taking a dump and missed it. But he's played very strong here today. Let's go. 4th and goal. Mad Max. Oh, that's short. Get out of here. Nails is thriving in his new safety role. And that is going to be 4-0 for the Vegas Raiders. Now, it might not be how we've won in the past, but it is certainly a breath of fresh air that it's our defense through this 4-0 perfect start to year 4 as being, the strength of this team. Even though, the offense has also been very efficient, but the defense has been out of their mind. Now, I don't know what the hell was going on with, this 2 QB system they had going on, but we can only focus on what we're doing, and that is Kyle Clary playing very efficient football for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our run game hasn't, I'm not going to say really hasn't even got going. It's just, hasn't popped. But shout out J-Mo. He needed the game like this. 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards for Brock Bowers. Defensively, Pearman was all over the place. 3.5 sacks for Maxx Crosby. An interception, a forced fumble. Give him Defensive Player of the Week. Thigpen was outstanding as well. The rookie with 9 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. And that's exactly what we get. Maxx Crosby, AFC Defensive Player of the Week of Week 4. Well, fellas, we have crushed it. I hope you are excited. Vegas Raiders have returned. We're going to be mixing Raiders franchise this year this month with realistic rebuilds, but what an incredible start. And that's actually a huge game when we return against a 3-1 Panthers team that has almost as much green in terms of rankings as we do. But our defense figured it out. I'll show you right now. Sliders, I think, are exactly the same. These are what we're rocking all Madden. I'm trying to think, did I change? Honestly, I think I nerfed pass defense reaction time and pass coverage from the last time. I had this at 62 or 63. I brought that down to 61 because obviously our interceptions are on an uptick here. But in the same regard, I bumped up the pass defense reaction time of the opposing team's defense. And again, there's been no update to gameplay yet. So these are the sliders we are using. If you like what we saw here today and you like that you can kind of play all Madden defense, that is what we're rocking and rolling with. But that'll do it for me today, guys. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one.